Alright, and welcome back. This time we are going to go ahead and start off with Walter giving us our recap.
Yeah, so we had left the Sultana place, made our way back to our ship, and are now headed toward the fire elemental place.
Good job, Walter. Alright, so I believe it was it just after morning we ended last time, I want to say?
There was shit in Salos' boots.
Yes. It's gonna be like through the entire episode, he's gonna be like recalling things, like. Alright, so let's go ahead and so yeah, it's AM. This is the third day, I believe, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, you guys all get up and or as you guys wake up there in the morning, let's see here. Vandus, where did you have Ash's coin?
On me.
Alright. You wake up and you are being spooned by somebody who's very warm.
I'm guessing that's you, Ash.
What happened?
Well, funny thing, the fairy turned you into currency. That's the best way I could describe it. Now you'll be proud. I didn't spend you. I didn't bet you. I just put you in the coin purse. Kept you nice and safe.
Course it would be that fairy.
Yes, she's, quite the capricious little creature.
How dare she? I'm quite tired of how she is telling us what to do and turning me into a coin, a currency. Quite ridiculous.
I know, you weren't even that shiny. It was kind of embarrassing. I felt bad for you. I thought at least you'd be like a pretty gold coin or something, but fact of the matter is you're rather a bit of a tarnished copper piece of shit.
Well, at least I stood out in some way. And as for this situation, do not say nothing.
Right, don't worry. That's not going to come up. If you don't mind, though, could you roll over? You're poking my back with something.
Yes, sorry. It is my match of arrows.
I'm glad that's what you want to tell me.
I'm gonna kind of roll out of the way.
Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and say you guys kind of each make your way up on the deck. Who is driving the ship last?
Sarah.
Salos.
Theros, okay. So I take it.
Yeah, it's gone to sleep.
Yep.
Alright, yep. Saros, you see, you see them all kind of filter up one by one.
Captain Saros. How are the seas?
Same as always, I suppose. Don't really know what I'm doing, but we haven't hit anything yet.
I suppose, as long as we're still heading in the right general direction.
I thought only Walter was allowed to steer the ship.
Well, apparently Saros is very good at it too.
It is interesting.
I think Ares said that only the kitty was not allowed to steer the ship.
Yes, this is true, but she also said Walter steers it best.
Well, just because he steers the best doesn't mean he gets to steer it all the time.
I'm starting to wonder if it's just another lie in that damn book.
I mean,
I think we should let the pretty kitty steer the ship and see what happens. Test this theory of whether or not she crashes the ship.
Oh, you're a brave gamble. Not much of a win there. If she actually crashes it, we just die.
Well, not necessarily. As long
Yeah,
as
we'd
we
just
don't
be
stay
underwater.
too far from land.
Maybe let her steer it right before we land, then not in open water.
That just means there's things for her to hit.
yeah, if we steer it in open water, there's much less of a chance that she'll run into something. Probably.
That's what we hope.
Something's gonna appear out of nowhere.
Giant tortoise or something comes out of the water.
I mean, she seems rather interested in driving it, don't you, Claudia?
Mm-hmm. Can I do it?
Well, I think you're with
Can I?
Harry right now, aren't you?
Am I?
mean, we test
Did I
the
come up?
theory of this
Yeah, you're
book.
up.
We test the theory of whether or not the fairy is telling the truth. And if she crashes it, it is one more thing that I can give her a harder time about.
That is true.
I'll step away from the wheel and motion Claudia over to the.
Well, I don't mean right now.
Why
I
not right
mean-
now?
You got some other appointment?
No, I'm just kidding.
Right, you're kidding.
All right,
I'm gonna
Claudia,
kinda
take
like-
the wheel.
Look up at the sky.
Nice.
Pray to Lady Luck, you know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you are not betting on this situation.
Oh, no. Our wager's already on the table. If this goes poorly, we're all going to die.
We are not
gonna
that
be-
far out. Can I see land?
Let's see. It's beginning of the third day. Probably wouldn't get there till the afternoon, or yeah, about afternoon.
You'd probably see
I
like
literally
Yeah,
have
you can
no
see
idea
it
where
very
we're at.
far off in the distance. Like you'll see like a speck.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea where we're at. I don't even know where we're going. I don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So,
going to the primal lands.
All right. So
well,
Claudia,
I
you
can
take it?
see the land is not too far. We can swim.
I suppose it's a good thing that Lady Air is a fairly heavy sleeper.
She'll never know. It's fine.
I'll
only drive for like a minute, and then I'll be fine.
Don't be scared.
Mhm.
Why
Just
only
saying.
a minute?
Cause Ari might be right. What if I crash it? It's fine.
Mary crashes it to make herself correct.
right.
Oh, that is true. I do not trust the fairy.
Well, she's asleep right now, I think.
Yeah. She's
Or you
asleep
locked her in the room.
downstairs.
I'm not sure.
She hasn't woken up.
Or
yet.
you locked her in the room. I'm not sure what you did.
Nah, she's just sleeping. She has like a little hammock type thing that she sleeps in.
Well,
It's a
come
boat.
on, Claudia. Grab the wheel.
I woke up to it.
See
Can
what
I
you
grab it?
got,
All right, you
Captain.
grab it. All right, I want
Yeah.
you to
So
go ahead.
what do I do, guys?
I want you to roll for me real quick. I want you to
Mostly
roll,
hold it straight.
roll
That's
sleight of
what I've
hand.
been doing all night.
Sleight of hand. Okay. Didn't do my pre-rolls.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
After a few seconds of her holding it, you guys hear a loud, like rumbling off in the distance, and in front of you guys, where you guys are going, there's a giant thunderstorm now brewing.
I let go. Somebody take it. Somebody take it.
The storm doesn't go away; it's still there.
Yeah, but I don't have to drive through it. I've never driven a boat before. Steered a boat. Whatever.
Oh.
Sailed a boat.
Sailed a boat.
Yeah.
She gets on land.
Although this is a
Drive a
motor-
boat.
this is I mean, it's also a motorboat, so driving the boat's technically correct.
Oh,
Yay.
okay. All right. Well, so I guess Saros is back at the wheel now.
See, guys, everything's fine.
I'd like to reiterate, I basically just hold it straight. This is all Walter's showing me how to do.
All right.
Maybe
Everyone
if
shrugs and walks off.
we're
I guess.
going into
I mean,
maybe if we're going into a storm, we should
so
have
I'm not
Walter.
afraid of it. Theros, are you afraid of the wheel? I mean, I'm not. I'll take it.
I mean exactly what I said. This is all I've been shown how to do. I don't really know any of the rest of it.
Walter?
I'm sleeping.
Oh, okay.
I stayed up all through the night steering the ship.
Oh, okay. All right.
Zeros,
Well, if you get in trouble, Seros, don't worry. I'll bail you out.
all right.
All right. As you guys move closer and closer, we'll say it's about 2 hours before you guys get into the storm proper. As you guys get in there, it's lightning, and you notice too as you're approaching the storm, like there is lightning and stuff happening within the storm. You notice the storm doesn't actually seem to be moving; it's just kind of there. And you also see that like the water around it is all like this like tannish color.
That's not normal. Is it?
I think we're
No.
arriving in the primal lands.
Maybe for here, it's like a tidal pool made out of dirt.
I don't like it.
Like a dirtle pool.
I mean, that's as good a name as any, Raziel. Not sure how the ship made for water is going to steer on dirt.
Raziel, just because you're from here originally, you do remember there is an area where the storm is broken that allows passage of ships in and out.
Do I know where that is?
We'll have to roll history to see if you remember, because you didn't, you know where it is on a map, I guess, but as we're recalling,
Curses. I took the proficiency in religion instead of history and it's come back to bite me. Well, actually, let me see if I was spelled. Can I use guidance on myself before trying this?
yeah, that's fine. It's like those little pills, you know? Forget me now, forget me not.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's try.
Hey, pretty good.
Right.
Yep, you do remember.
I don't think that was even what. Yeah. And that also has a +4, so like a 23. Or no, it's a plus a D4.
You roll a d4 and add it.
Alright.
There you go.
Yeah,
Even still,
22.
really good. All right, so on the Primal Lands on the west side of it, you remember there's a break. So it's probably about another hour from where you guys are at, or around the storm. Basically, you guys are going to be going around the storm to find the opening.
I'll attempt to guide him to where this is.
Okay.
I will attempt to steer it.
All right. Let's go ahead and have you do doing sleight of hand for these, just because I can't think of what other skill would really use your hands for this.
I'll cast guidance on you now because it's a cantrip and I can do that.
Yep.
I got guidance on myself already.
Well, now you have.
Doesn't stack.
Sadly.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
16.
16's not bad.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so because you guys are near the storm, the waves kind of go like up and down and they kind of get a little sloshy, but you're able to navigate it pretty well. Every once in a while, just the way the wind blows, it like knocks some of what rain is coming down, and you guys see that it's actually sand. It's not rain at all. It's like blowing sand around.
I'm going to use gust in kind of like a cone around the I forget what the exact position on the boat is around the wheel, so that we're not getting too badly battered.
Yeah. I can pull up a picture of the ship if you guys would like.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this over here. Alright.
I don't think that. I mean, it doesn't really say that Gust can do that, but I imagine it's like creating a small air pocket, which I think is kind of within the realm of what the spell can do.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. So I'm basically concentrating on doing that, so
Okay.
we're not too heavily battered by the sandstorm.
Yeah. Alright.
Sandstorm, whatever it is.
Yeah, so the wind blowing, the waves kind of churning. You guys make your way. Eventually, you guys find the opening, and it's probably about a 1 mile wide gap in the storm. And you guys are able to go ahead and navigate in there. And when you guys do, looking inside and seeing the land and everything up close is kind of eye-popping. All of the trees are on fire, and they're like crazy looking here. Look at this. So there's trees that are on fire. You can see where like kind of channels or deltas like from rivers going into the ocean, but they seem to be like just blowing a spray up. As you can see that it's nothing but rivers of wind, like very, very fast rushing wind.
And this is exactly why we can't let the Empire do the weird stuff to the crystals, because when you mess with the crystals, this is what happens.
This is not great.
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys go ahead and head on in. Now, one thing you guys, there isn't really a dock per se. There is like a small fishing village, but it's too shallow on the way in. Usually boats use...
We're gonna run
boats to
aground,
get in.
basically.
Yeah.
So what we'll have to do is just drop anchor, and then... A ship this size must have a like a dinghy or something like that.
Correct, yes.
A skiff, or whatever the fuck it is.
Skiff, yeah. So is that what you guys do?
So
Yeah.
I'll fetch Aerie, who I'm amazed didn't awaken during any of this.
You go down there to get her, and you see she's actually not in her hammock.
I'm gonna go down and wake up Walter.
Alright, when you go in there, you see Aerie standing over Walter, just staring at him menacingly.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, Aerie.
She turns and looks and goes, "Shh, I want to creep him out when he wakes up."
Well, now would be a good time.
Okay. She like, goes over, and then she like reaches into her like outfit, I don't know, and pulls out some like dust and like sprinkles it all over his face, and she starts like giggling maniacally.
A good way to wake someone up if you're an air spirit is just blow air into their ear, which will annoy the hell out of anyone.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
True
that's
story.
Alright.
creepy.
So Walter, you kind of feel stuff dripping onto your face.
Interesting idea, chat. If you ever want to wake someone up, you get one of those little cans of condensed air, and you just spray it into their ear, and they'll just like smack
How much sleep
themselves.
have I gotten at this point?
I mean, we're well
About
into the
6 to
day,
7
so I
hours,
imagine-
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a full sleep.
Yeah, you'd be considered fully rested.
Levi, you still owe me my drugs.
Alright.
I still hear what?
My drugs.
Oh. You're right. I
I'm
do
gonna
gotta make
need 'em.
those.
I'm just gonna kind of like rub my face and slowly sit up.
Alright. You slowly set up and you see Airy and Vandus there. Do you remember what the drugs were called? I honestly don't have that in front of me at the moment.
It was an assortment of random crap. I just like swept some of it from the Sultana's thing into my thing.
Okay.
So I have no idea what I grabbed. It was just like a random assortment of different drugs.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me...
So you can make them whatever you want.
Alright then.
What do you guys want?
Well, it's time to get your sorry sleepy ass up after all. We're here.
Okay.
Looking a bit under the weather, Walter.
Nah, it takes me a bit to wake up.
I see. Need anything to take the edge off?
What do you got?
I don't know. Let me look.
I'm working on it.
God damn it, you can just gonna give him some random drug.
Yes, I am. I don't know what they do, but if you take them, I'll know what they do.
You don't
Yeah,
know?
that's-
Have your pen dry.
That's fair.
It's called a guinea pig.
Put one in there so far. I'm working on the others.
Unless it gives me a superpower.
Isn't that like the plot line of Black Panther?
Pretty much.
I don't know, pick any superhero movie. Maybe this is where we start turning this into the superhero D&D game.
Hmm.
I'll become PH Man.
PH Man. What does PH Man do?
What exactly is Slither Soup? What does it look like?
That one looks like a bunch of like leeches that have been embalmed.
Okay. I'm gonna grab those.
Got 2 more to add there.
Are they like in a vial with liquid, or what container is this in?
It's in a vial.
Okay, I didn't know if you were just like grabbing some leeches, some like wet leeches in his hand.
Yeah, Walter, eat these. I have it on good authority that it'll make you feel right as rain. And I hand him over the Slither Soup.
Okay.
I feel like Walter's gonna need to insight this one.
Okay. Gonna insight before you drink it, you mean?
Yeah, insight him. I don't know, just because the last couple
Yeah, go for it.
days, there's been a little bit hostility from him, and this isn't a drug that Walter's familiar with, so
Makes sense.
just
makes
both
sense.
of those, yeah.
What am I supposed to roll against him?
It'd be your
Persuasion?
insight, or no? I guess it'd be your. I mean, if you feel
Deception?
like your character's being honest, persuasion. I don't feel like he's being dishonest, so probably not deception. So yeah, persuasion's probably best. Oh dang, 22. Oh, 19 though. He still beats you. So what exactly were you trying to insight out of him?
I guess whether these are like legit drugs.
Well,
Okay.
they're legit drugs.
yeah, you definitely get the sense from these are actual like drugs. These are actual.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I'll take them.
Okay. We'll say. I'm trying to think of like Slither. So Slither soup actually, just because of what the way the description is on it, it's actually in a very much larger vial. Like I'd say it's almost like a one of those vases with like a fat bottom. It's like that, but it's a big crystal thing.
Do you have to eat them all? Or
Do I
like,
need to drink the embalming liquid also?
or
No,
do
no, no.
pour
You just
some
have
of them
to.
out?
You just have to eat the leeches out of them.
How many leeches are in it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably like 100.
Oh, well, then
Ugh.
I just
Yeah.
give them a few.
Oh, how many do you want to give them?
Let's say like 10.
Okay. So you just
So
have,
like a decent handful.
It's
I
like
mean, there's
maybe-
so many in there. I don't know like how many's effective. So
Yeah.
I mean, they might just be like tasty snacks.
All right. Yeah, he hands you 10 leeches.
Ugh.
There you
Yeah,
go,
I-
Walter. High in protein, I'm sure. Look at them. Straight from the Sultana, you know this is quality stuff.
They're definitely plump, alright. Yeah, I'll eat them.
Okay.
Taste? How is it?
Well, you eat the first one, right? Like you kind of eat it and you bite it. You find it's actually really soft because it's been in there. So like it's not chewy at all. It just kind of goes through it. So picture kind of a more slimy Twinkie. It even has kind of a sweet taste to it. A little bit of sour, but mostly sweet. Little irony tasting. I need you to
Really
go and
gets
roll
the
a-
heart going, doesn't it, Walter?
Roll a con save for me.
Ooh.
Why do I even have you roll con?
Why waste my wolves on con?
I don't know. I don't get why, like, no matter what character you play, your con rolls are insane.
At a certain point, the players need to have inherent feats.
Inherent.
Mhm.
Like, whatever character Seth is playing, when he's eating something terrible, he just passes the check.
Yeah, he has iron
Across
stomach or
all
something.
universes, as long as it's Seth's character.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
All right. So, yeah, you eat it, but like you don't feel like any side effects.
You might
Yeah.
need to eat a few of them, Walter. I'm not going to lie. They aren't that big. But we don't have a lot of time for breakfast, so maybe you can just nibble on them on the way. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. I'll
Eric,
kind of disappointingly get up and eat the rest on my way up to the top of the ship.
Okay, so you've eaten 10 in total. Okay.
You probably run into me like looking for where Ari is. Like,
yeah.
rather unfruitfully because I'm probably just looking in random cabinets at this point
Yeah,
because
it's
she tends to just like hide sometimes.
Yeah, it's she's following them out, and she sees you, and she's like, "Raz!" and then like flies over to you.
Oh, there you are. You weren't in your hammock. I was getting worried.
I decided to have some
I give
fun.
him of course. I give her like a one finger pat on the head.
She seems to beam at it. All right, and then we'll have you guys.
Matt.
Oh, go ahead.
I thought you said be mad. I was like, oh, beam at.
Beam,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, beam.
Yeah.
Uh,
Words are hard, okay?
So you guys go ahead, head up to the top deck. When you guys get up there, I'll assume at this point you guys have already dropped anchor.
Yep. We're
Alright.
preparing the dinghy. Or the skiff or whatever.
We'll go with skiff right now. So yeah, you guys are getting on the. You guys got the skiff getting ready. It's been lowered down to the water. So do you guys embark? Disembark?
I mean, I get in the little boat to go to the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just
Very careful.
embark and embark at the same time.
Ash.
Yep.
Okay.
Hop
Saros.
in.
All right. You guys all get in, and you guys make your way
Alright.
over to the shore.
All
By
of
the
us.
way, what is it that we are actually doing here? I keep forgetting to ask. Seeing as how as I missed.
going to. Oh right, you were a coin. We're going to the water volcano on top of the that mountain. I point at the mountain. To cleanse the water crystal, which similar to how you cleanse we cleanse the wind crystal. And we're doing this because it's corrupted, mainly because they threw it in a volcano. Because they're dumb.
And have we actually determined whether or not we should be cleansing these crystals? I assume we're just along for the ride.
I mean, if we don't, the lands will just kind of turn out like this. And I motion to like the burning trees.
Well, I just hope we aren't absent-mindedly following this fairy's wishes and leading us to our certain destruction, but I guess that's all we can do. We can only go off of hope that we are doing what is right. And if not, then we just kill the fairy and stop what we are doing.
I kind of give Ash that like nod wink kind of thing, like he sees me do when I'm about to do something really bad.
All right.
Well, I'm hoping we might come across another fairy, one associated with this crystal, and we might be able to get a more clear-headed opinion about the situation.
That's a good point. Lady Ari, where is your sister?
At the water temple.
I mean, if we're being honest, we have only known each other for a couple of weeks. Randomly meet a fairy, start randomly doing the things she wants us to do. I mean, it is quite unorthodox.
Yeah, but look around. Like, this isn't normal.
Well, who knows? We are not from here. Are you from here, Pretty Kitty? Do you know where we are at?
The rest of the world isn't like this.
Exactly.
I'm from here.
This may be normal for here. And I do not know you either. That is what I'm saying. It's just weird.
It only became like this when some fools tried to throw the water crystal into a volcano.
Not trying to start issue, just saying. We are going off of a lot of unknowing and just following.
Well, I can understand your concerns. But, I mean, there are a lot of people who want to use these crystals to do some very bad things, and, well, throwing one in a volcano is one of those bad things, and as you can see, it resulted in, well, this.
As he's explaining all of this, can I do, like, an insight check? To see, like, if I trust him? Okay. Or can tell if I should trust him.
16, alright. I mean, yeah, you trust him. Like, he's not lying, like, so I don't know what to have make him roll on that. Persuasion,
yeah,
I guess?
I mean, it's up to you. Like, really, it's just me going through the motions as a character to try to figure out whether or not I'm gonna just trust him or not. So
I think if you're telling the truth and not trying to like persuade someone of something, unless he botches insight, yeah. I'm pretty sure he just notices I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Like, if he got, like, a 1 or a 0, I could see it being like, he doesn't trust me because he thinks I'm not telling the truth.
He becomes a flat earther.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't even know how that works in D&D, because there's some realms that are flat.
You seem like a trustworthy person, and that is saying a lot, because I don't trust religious people very easily. But we will go off of your word, and I guess in essence, if we're going off yours, we're going off the fairies. But just
We're
know
going
this.
off mine.
If it will bring you some comfort, I
That
will
is
try
true.
to. I will try to keep Lady Airy from turning you into a coin in the future.
Yes, because I will kill her next time she does that. Not really, but I will be very mad.
I just
But
kinda-
know this, I will kill you if we start finding you have been lying to us this whole time. There will be no hesitation in that.
I'm sure he's
If it
telling
is
the
any
truth.
comfort, you getting turned into a coin saved all of our lives, because that was what allowed Airy to cast a spell that we didn't, get executed by the Sultana.
As much as I'd like to argue with that, does not seem I have a very good argument against it.
I'm gonna-
I will make sure she asks next time, if such an occasion arises again.
I'm gonna go walk up and put my hand on Saros' shoulder for a second. Well, are you tripping balls at this or what? Look around. This is not normal. I would think a man of nature would be observing this and thinking, what the hell happened here? Am I right or what?
Well, that's true. We've got some kind of explanation for it, I suppose. If we can trust the history of what caused this that Raziel has given us. It will be interesting to see how all of those interesting I'm not even sure how to describe all of that and wave my hand at the randomized elements. It will be quite something just to traverse.
To make a good story for your other nature-loving friends. I'm sure when you tell them you figured out how to grow trees made out of fire, they're going to shit their pants.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, don't worry. If we find any of the locals and they can tell us how to grow these things, we'll be sure to do that. I think a druid who can make a tree out of fire is very impressive indeed.
Well, from what Raziel's told us, it's all this has become how it is because of the crystal and its particular location, not something you can just do on a whim. I don't think there's going to be little fiery seeds that you can take elsewhere and plant.
You never know, Saros. You never know.
I mean, I suppose you're right. I wouldn't have expected us to pull hams off of weird trees either, so...
Well, are we at the shore now?
Yeah, so at this point you guys arrived at the shore.
I was imagining we were walking and rowing, walking and
Yeah.
floating.
I'll just look back at Raziel and Nash and them and... Well, where the hell are we going? How do we get to this temple of yours or whatever?
Well, first we get to the base of the volcano, for lack of a better word, and there should be a pathway upwards. As we said before, there's a large city on floating in the lake on top of the volcano. So,
Well, Raziel, you seem to know the way. You found the way through the storm. Lead the way, by all means.
I will lead the way, I guess.
All right, yeah, you go ahead and you lead the way over, and as you guys head over there, so again, like it's weird because like the trees are like swelteringly hot, stuff's burning, but like nothing ever seems to be going away. It seems like whatever weird, even the elements are off, they've kind of figured out some sort of weird balance here in these lands.
I'm guessing there's like no smoke, so we're not like dying, like
yeah,
suffocating.
there's no smoke, any of that. It's very supernatural, like very fantastical.
Mhm.
So you guys continue going through the lands here. Eventually, you guys find the road that Raziel mentions, and it leads you guys up. And when you guys get up to the top of the mountain, if you will, up here there's just a giant crater that's been filled in with a lake. And inside the lake, you guys can see a large island kind of in the center. And it seems to have like buildings on it, including a small castle.
Is it like built on an island or like a pontoon? Or has it like grown out from the island as like a pontoon city, sort of?
Well, you would know this, but yeah. So it's after a minute or so, you guys notice the island is actually moving. And you see a giant turtle head come out of the water.
Of course.
Don't be alarmed. That's just the turtle they built the city on top of.
And what is his
They
name? Her name? Its name?
Yesha.
There's only one.
One turtle? I mean, there might be more somewhere.
So how
But
is
there's only one in the lake, as far as I'm pretty sure there's only one in the lake.
so there is a volcano that comes from the turtle?
Well, no, so this is a volcano. It's dormant. They wanted to do something, dry out, if you will, the water crystal. They threw the water crystal into the volcano, and it ended up flooding the volcano. So now it's basically a giant lake. I'm not entirely sure where the giant turtle came from, but it's here.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. So the volcano and everything that we're on top of isn't the turtle?
No.
No, the turtle's in the
Oh,
volcano.
my bad. Never mind.
Yeah, the
Alright,
turtle's
so
inside
scratch
the
all
lake
that.
of the crater, yeah.
Okay, alright, that makes more sense. Never mind. I was
It's a
picturing it wrong.
volcano on a turtle.
I thought we like pulled the ship up and like rode to a turtle that had a volcano on it and everything. Okay, never mind.
No, we walked down an island. So the island has the burning trees,
Okay.
and we walked up a volcano that has a lake on top.
Okay.
And a turtle in the lake.
Yeah, never mind. I was thinking it was like we got to a vantage point and just saw like that we're on this island and this turtle head came out of the water or something.
Mhm.
But
It
okay.
would be cool
Alright.
if it was a turtle with the volcano with the lake with another turtle.
It's an interesting string of logic, okay?
Alright, it's at this point you guys see down where the road goes to meet with the lake. There's a small little like shack and a couple like rowboats. Razia, you know this is the ferryman who ferries people to the turtle.
So that turtle city didn't bring up anything for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's probably
it
still
came up with
loading.
one.
I got a red X with a
I
question
did
mark.
too.
It's loading.
Yeah, it's probably gonna take a little bit to load.
That doesn't mean it failed. It's still trying.
Okay. It's a misleading symbol.
So I'll motion toward people towards the ferryman.
Okay.
Come this way.
Seems as though somebody who's been in the temple sure knows his way around everywhere. I'm assuming you're not secluded to just the temple then.
Actually, Ash,
Well, I've been-
this is where he comes from.
Yes, I was
Oh.
originally from here, but
Okay.
my memories from that time are a little blurry. But
As I
remember
recall,
some parts.
basically, since you met Aerie, you don't remember anything before.
Well, it wasn't when I met her. It's just I don't remember much before coming to the temple. I do remember some things, but they're very hazy. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but, well, it hasn't been too inconveniencing.
Don't worry, Raziel, since we're so busy cleaning up all these old messes for everybody else, maybe we can figure out what happened to your noggin at the same time. Seems like a small favor for you being such a wonderful guide and all.
You're very kind to offer that.
Damn it, Ash, I did it again.
It is quite unbecoming of you. But I prefer it over some of your normal mannerisms.
Well, whatever. How are we getting over there?
As I said, there's a ferryman here, and he will take us for a very, very modest fee.
You should say fairy woman. You would know that too.
Sorry, very well.
Are we like...
I'm pretty
up by
sure ferryman is actually a gender-neutral term, sir.
Oh, alright. My bad. Alright, yeah, so you guys head down there, and, let's see here. 1 second, I need to do something quick.
Yep, it is indeed a gender-neutral term, and it's just a person who operates a ferry. So, take that, DM.
Well, man used to be gender neutral also a long time ago.
Alright.
It's kind of like how bro has become a gender-neutral term, even though it's not.
Alright, so you guys head down there, and when you guys do, you guys see this woman.
The city just popped up for me.
Nice.
I still haven't got the city.
Probably because the
she
city's like an
looks-
incredibly large picture. Like you can zoom in really far on it. It looks really good.
She
Yeah.
looks like she's made out of melted ice cream.
Yeah, so you see this woman come out, and she's kind of like dripping. It looks like honestly, she looks like she's covered in mud. And she sees you guys approach, and she goes, "Welcome."
Greetings.
Are you here to travel to Yehesa?
How did you know?
She looks at her boat and looks at Yehesa. It's the only place this place goes.
Right. Then yes, that's where we'd like to go.
Excellent. Let us see. She counts you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will come out to 20 silver.
I'll pay for the group because mainly because Ari threw gold over the side of the ship, so I kind of feel a little bit bad about that.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can you pay it, and you guys get on the rowboat, and she basically waves you guys off. So you guys row yourselves over to the turtle. You, Raziel, you kind of nudge them over to one side of the turtle there that's got a kind of a floating platform they've built a small little boathouse on. And you guys dock up there. When you do, there's another Ganassi there. This one's a wind Ganassi. She kind of comes out and sees you guys, and she goes, it's not too often we get foreigners here in Yehesa.
She looks a little bit more like you, Raziel.
I believe that's because she's probably the same type of Ganassi.
Any relation?
I don't think so.
Do you even recognize any of these people?
That's a good question. Do I recognize any of these people, DM?
Probably not. I mean, you've been gone for quite some time now.
Probably about 10 years
Yeah, 10 years or so, I'd say.
ish.
So,
I don't recognize any of them, but I mean they look like me, so they're a little bit similar, I suppose.
come from a certain tribe, she says to you, Raziel.
I'm from the Wind Temple over across the sea. These fine folks are from all over the place.
Oh, a guardian. I respect your duty. And then she kind of does a salute to you.
Is Ari out, or is she still hidden?
Yeah, she's still out.
Okay, well, I mean, she has no reason to hide here, I imagine, so.
No.
Excuse me, miss, do you happen to know where, Miss Ari's sister might be?
Hold on 1 second. Apparently the video's frozen. I'm getting messages saying the video's frozen. Let's just do this and this. I think that fixed it? Yeah, okay. Alright, sorry. Go ahead and say the question again.
Excuse me, miss, do you happen to know where, Miss Lady Ari's, sister might be?
Sorry, Lady Ari?
Yes, she's the fairy of the Wind Crystal.
Ah, of course. Sorry,
I point to the fairy.
Yeah, she then noticing the fairy for the first time. Was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not as brushed up on my orthodoxy theology as I should. I do apologize. Yes, I would assume she'd be in the Water Temple, which is below us. But in order to gain access, you will have to, get the Queen's permission first.
I see. Do you happen to know the process for doing so?
And you go to the castle, and they have appointment times, and she sees her people every week.
I see. Thank you for the assistance.
Of course. And if you're looking for an inn, for your stay here, that is, there is a building on the far end of town called Water's Edge. You'll want to sleep there.
Seems the whole city is on the water's edge. But, yes, I get it.
Alright, so you guys go ahead and head into town.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys climb a couple of wooden stair steps they've had that kind of goes up over the curve of the turtle's shell, up until you guys are on the back of the turtle here. You can see that it's not a very large city. There's a couple, buildings here or there, and there's a very small castle also situated towards the head of the turtle. And yeah, so do you guys follow the instructions to go to the inn, or do you guys want to go to the castle first? Or where do you guys want to go? Let's just ask you that.
Yeah.
Well, how late is it? 'Cause I'm assuming it's still very early in the day, right?
Well, I told you guys
Probably
would
around
arrive
noon,
here around
noon.
afternoon, so probably
Yeah.
we'll say it's 3.
Yeah, so.
Well, still plenty of daylight. No reason not to go to the castle, I would suppose.
And as you can imagine, there's not very many travelers to this city, so I don't imagine the inn will fill up rather quickly.
Well, then if there aren't
It's
any
good to go.
objections, let's go.
Yes.
Who knows, Raziel? Maybe the queen will recognize you.
It could be an interesting conundrum if that comes up.
I mean, it seemed like you had a rather prestigious position.
Well, those who tend the crystals are rather, or held in rather high regard among those who are of the faith.
Ah, then I have no doubt the queen will know exactly who you are.
Let us hope she... I doubt they're against the religion here, seeing as the Empire hasn't really made an effort to so it seems, make a presence here.
Making my way.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the.
Way downtown.
Yeah, you guys arrive here at the castle. Like I said, it's very small. Like the gate doesn't even have like an actual like barred door or portcullis or anything to it. It's literally just an open archway. Looks more like a glorified mansion more so than an actual castle. When you guys make your way inside, you guys knock up, or you guys go up. Sorry, you make your way up to the inside of the lawn, up to the door. You guys go ahead and knock. When answered, you guys see a fire ganassi that answers it. And she looks at you guys, and like she's got like flames coming off of her and stuff like that. And she goes, "Yes."
Oh, hello. We're here for an audience with the Queen. We haven't made an appointment, or we could make an appointment if it's more convenient. But if she's available, we would like to see her.
She was about to say like something you could tell it was probably gonna be a no, but then her eyes shift and see Aerie, and she goes, "I think she would like to talk with you. Please come in."
Thank you very much.
It's not creepy at all.
So you guys come in. She leads you guys to like kind of a sitting room, waiting area, like a receiving room, and please make yourselves comfortable while I inform Her Majesty.
We do so.
All right. Yeah. After a few minutes, she comes back. She's like, "Her Majesty will see you now."
That was quick.
No, I think if I'm well known, or at least known here as a guardian, Lady Aerie is quite a prestigious figure.
So you guys are led into. It's kind of like it's a ballroom, but they've also fashioned it to be her kind of throne room, if you will.
It's a great hall.
Great hall, yeah. And you guys see a Earth ganassi. Oh, I don't know if that actually shared with you guys. Let's try that again.
Yep, there you go.
So she's sitting on this throne, and like whenever she moves, you guys can see like little crumbles and like dust kind of come out of her joints. She looks up at you guys, and then she goes, "I was wondering when the Orthodoxy would send you."
Just kind of blink at that. It's like, well, we're here to see the water crystal, and we were informed that we need your permission or blessing to go down to it.
I bet you would. I bet that's exactly what you would want to do. No, my daughter is off
yes,
limits.
that it. What?
My daughter is off limits.
Who is your daughter exactly? I'm confused here.
She is the acolyte for the water crystal. And when all of the acolytes and priestesses abandoned their duty to the Orthodoxy, we knew the church would send their servant running to set things straight.
But, I mean, we're here to purify the crystal, though, not, harm your daughter in any way.
I like the excuse. And let me guess, you go and see the crystal and see how much his light's diminished, and then come after her to punish her for not fulfilling her duty? No, I think not.
No, we're here to purify the crystal, not just inspect it.
And you think my daughter can't do that?
I mean, does she have or is the fairy for the water crystal not here?
She hesitates at that. No. She has gone missing.
Ah.
It's okay, she was an annoying twat anyhow.
I know.
Well, yes, but it's rather difficult to purify a crystal without one of them.
She raises her eyebrow and goes, I think if you are not here for my daughter, which we're still on about that, I'm not sure that you... Yeah, access to the water crystal is prohibited right now anyhow.
Well, it wouldn't be very easy to purify it regardless if the water fairy is absent.
At this point, you guys hear Eric peek up. I could give it a try.
No. Just
She
kidding.
could
But
try.
anyways, you can try. Do you not know if it will work, Eri?
She shrugs. It should. Fairy magic is fairy magic after all.
I think we should find your sister regardless.
Is the queen
Would seem
having
like an
any
issue.
reaction to seeing the fairy talking?
Just kind of glaring.
I mean, the way I see it, we are not here for your daughter. By all means, if you need to take her somewhere else, when we need to inspect the crystal, by all means, or purify it for clarification, just so that you can feel safe. To be like we said, we are not here for her. Keep her safe by any means necessary. But it seems as though there is an issue with a missing fairy, and I think that in the benefit of Eri in finding her sister and bringing back your fairy to you, what say we all? We go find this fairy?
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I don't like them, but it seems as though this is the path that is being laid before us, and it would be quite against what I believe to go against following the path.
And these fine folks are very good at finding fairies. For instance, they found Lady Eri in a cave.
Be that as it may, I'm more concerned with my daughter's safety than the orthodoxy.
Of course.
By all means, keep her safe.
Do you
Well,
do you happen to know where? Do I know what the water fairy's name is? Because all I'm thinking of is Lady Moisty, and I'm really not sure if that's the right thing to say.
Lady Moisty? Oh my gosh, I love it.
You're
I
so
mean, Misty
moist.
would have been better, at least.
Right?
Let's,
I knew it was something.
No,
He-
moisty.
Levi did tell us at one point. Like,
yeah, Do I believe is her name.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
that's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
But I don't know,
Okay.
Moisty's pretty nice though.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why my brain just was always jumping to that. It's a mix of misty and moist, which is probably not something you should imagine. But anyway,
Alright.
do you happen to know where Lady Dew might have gone off to?
She was last seen in the temple.
Where the crystal is.
Correct.
And your daughter.
No, my daughter is not in the temple. Heavens no.
Oh, well then. Why again can't we go to the temple and the crystal?
Because you either need her or the brooch of sapphire.
And if we don't have those things, what will happen?
Yes, he will not let you in.
What?
The turtle.
What about the turtle? What's it going to do?
It won't let you in without the brooch.
Where do we get that?
The brooch has always been an adversarial reward for winning the pageant.
Pageant?
What
Like,
kind of?
Like,
No, Kitty. No, Kitty.
you dress up, go on stage, show us your talent, and then you answer a few questions. If
That
you win, you get
sounds-
the brooch.
is it like a costumey thing?
What kind of
Yes.
talent do you have to have?
You'll
to
want
go on
to
Well,
stage?
dress.
I think we have our man. Seros, get up there and win that prize for us. Your mask is sure to be a hit here.
Yes, I
I
suppose.
just
we could-
imagine Claudia's mouth like all open.
I suppose we could enter Saros in this pageant. He's a rather capable individual.
What type of people do you have enter the pageant? Is it anybody?
Anyone is welcome to join as long as they have a sponsor. And it sounds like you have the Wind Guardian here to be your sponsor.
I don't know. Let us see. I go up and start inspecting Saros. Quite scrawny. Can you dress in anything else other than this?
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to work.
I don't know. I think these people rather appreciate this kind of style here.
I don't know. We have Glow Bluey guy here, but then again, he don't stand out much, right?
Exactly.
He kind of fits in with everybody.
Everybody here is so damn flashy. And look at Seros. Boring as a goddamn piece of bricks.
I have to admit, we are all quite boring. Well, I mean, other than myself, but I am not doing that.
I don't know. Claudia's pretty, out there.
Let me see. Hold on. And I kind of like walk around Claudia. You look so much like a man. You need more things to make you look womanly.
Can I backhand him?
I'll say you raise your hand to try, but as you do, a jut of earth comes up out of the ground and you end up like smacking a thing of earth. You hear the queen, "There is no violence in my presence."
Sorry, Queen. My apologies.
But
No, it's like-
and then I
yeah.
kind of like tug on her shirt and everything, like make it all tight.
Hmm.
I think she has what it might take if we get her the right outfit.
I think you should go away now. Just walk
Gosh.
away.
Yeah, she does nothing as I'm messing with her clothes.
Barely I can't hit you. Can you... Madam Queen, can you make him stop if I can't hit him?
I'll do you one better. Leave my presence. I have more of my citizens to attend to.
One
course.
other thing,
Whoa.
quickly. When
That-
is the pageant?
It is 3 moons from now.
3 days? Oh my god.
Moons. Yeah.
Well,
I'm pretty sure she means 3 moon cycles. At least that's what I think
Months.
that means.
No,
Yeah.
3 months.
no, she means nights. Fine, we'll say 3 days then.
Oh, okay.
We'll say 3 days.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
say, yeah,
I was
like
like-
moons are
Well,
usually
no,
like
'cause-
a cycle.
When you
Yeah.
say 3 moons, you usually mean a moon cycle.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
In 3 months. Or 3 days. Jesus. She doesn't even know what it was.
Got him!
Lastly, would it benefit you if we did find the water fairy?
She shrugs. I don't care anymore.
Okay, alright. Well,
You can
anyways.
keep her and start a collection.
Ooh.
Please no.
The Pretty Kitty already heard collection, so I'm pretty sure this is already going to happen.
Well, let us
Yeah.
let us get out of her hair. She has more important things than us. And start kind of like pushing people along.
I'll do like a quick bow to the Earth Queen lady, who we didn't even learn the name of, but whatever.
Queen.
She's queen.
She's queen.
Yeah.
Queen Opal. That's what I
As
have.
we're walking around, I'm like, Raziel, your Crystal Orthodoxy is sounding more and more like a very unpopular cult. They didn't like it where we came from, and they don't like it here either.
No, keep going. Sorry.
Well, I admit they have fallen on hard times, but that is, well, there's a lot of politics involved. It's probably why you shouldn't mix these things.
These are your own people.
Well, yes, but just because we're the same race doesn't mean we all get along.
I mean, if you can't get people made out of fire and water and whatever else that gooey one was made out of to agree and actually believe in all this crystal business, how the hell are we supposed to believe it? I mean, they're literally made of the stuff the crystals are for.
Do you believe in a fur religion? Because that's what you're covered in.
Do I believe in a what?
Hair. A hair or fur religion?
I'm not covered in hair. What are you talking about? I mean, I do have a lovely... do...
Yes, you don't have a religion based around that. Well, yes, but you have hair.
I'm failing to find the point.
Yes, but just because you're covered in something does not mean that you worship that thing.
I'm not made out of hair. They're made out of fire and earth.
So you worship skin? Well, I suppose if you're a prostitute, you do worship that, but otherwise.
I think we are over generalizing things, Vandus.
I think it's crazy.
I understand Raziel's point. Just because I'm from nature and I'm a cat, I'm very much not religious.
You're not a cat.
He looks like a cat.
He's not a cat.
If he's not a cat, are you
I'm
a
a cat.
cat?
He's not a cat.
This is very confusing.
It's fine. Continue. That was really more for me.
Regardless,
Mhm.
I think we're gonna wind up needing to find this other ferry if
Seems
we are
like-
to complete our mission here.
I'm gonna shift Levi. Seems like we'll need to find the ferry and have this one win us a pageant, and I'll smack her on the ass.
Are we outside of the castle?
Yeah. And I'll say
At
like,
this point, I backhand him.
all right. When he shifts, by the way,
Hello?
like he looks much more like a were-tiger, if you will.
Which color?
Like orangey with black stripes. So it's like accented orange on my skin around the black stripes. And you actually see that the black stripes have motion to them. So they kind of wave a little bit.
Weird. Can I backhand him now?
Yeah.
Please, I backhand you.
So as part of my shifting feature, I have a reaction when something's attacking me, in which I can move 10 feet. Oh wait, as long as someone's within 5 feet of me, I can move 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
If
So I
he's
just,
within 10 feet, I can do my tail and hit him with that as a reaction.
Ah, but that's a double attack.
As a reaction, I can do that. Well, I guess that's only for attacking. Dang it!
And also,
Yeah,
you
he's
have
not
to be
attacking.
raging too, I think.
I would like to rage.
She is raging.
All right.
As lovely as it is to see you so passionate about either wanting to perform or not wanting to perform, I'm not quite sure. Perhaps we should not come to blows quite yet.
Fine.
I think I've proven my point. She is not a cat. She is very slow.
Okay. This is gonna go down soon. And you're not gonna be ready. I will pick the time and place.
It's gonna be the training match all over again.
But remember, you get to dress pretty in a nice pretty dress, pretty kitty.
Yes, I do.
I think that is probably the first thing we should do, because that could take some time. Finding something that looks good.
I'm fine how I am.
Well, what else is there to do
So-
in this town, Raziel? Now that we're done with whatever that was over there.
Well, there are. Well, obviously, there's the inn if you're tired. I mean, there are plenty of shops around. We could go shopping. We could go. I don't know. You could probably find a contest of something somewhere.
What kind of
Damn.
contest are we talking about?
DM, what kind of things do they have in this town?
I don't know, like where you find in a normal, typical town, really. It's just kind of a small village. A lot of people like to go to the inn and, or the inn/tavern, and they like to, drink and sing songs, party there. I would say they're probably not too big
they
into
have
gambling, though. I'd say.
Again.
Of course they're not.
You know what? No, they do, but it's gonna be like little kid gambling, so it's like bingo.
They have to play a children's card game.
One game
Well-
primarily played by old people, and you go with children for that.
Go
Yeah.
fish.
It's Simon Says.
Wow.
They play
It's
competitive Simon
Canasta.
Says.
Competitive Simon Says. Actually sounds rather difficult.
I think it would be a good idea if we go ahead and, we have to be here in 3 days for the pageant and for Pretty Kitty to win us this brooch. I say we get some rooms before they go away, just in case.
As much as he... Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Although, as much as he wants to go up naked on the stage, I do think we should probably get her a dress. Of some
Well,
sort.
yes, we definitely need to find something, and we cannot hear you, just so you know, girl.
Okay.
Nope, that's canon. She kept mouthing, never even get a word out.
I'm smart.
Just too angry that she's
Yeah.
not able to fully form her thoughts into
The words.
Yep.
the words she wants to use to express.
Alright.
Well, on to the inn then. Let's see what's what over there.
Wait, she
Although I
said some
think-
questions.
I think is what we should do is after we get our rooms, maybe take some time. Part of us help Kitty Lady here find a dress, kind of figure out what it takes to win, and then another part of us maybe see if we can go find some clues on where Dew went, or Moisty, whatever you called.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You guys turn and
Lady
see
here.
she looks to be kind of made out of wispy smoke. Did I overhear that you're going to be in the pageant, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it just so happens I am the coordinator for the pageant.
Oh, lovely.
What a
What is-
convenience.
What is your name?
Claudia.
And you will be the one entering, yes?
Yes, I am.
Of course you are. She goes ahead and as she does that, you see in her arm she starts writing, and you see the smoke just kind of stays there, as if it someone had manipulated it, but it stays put. And are you acquainted with the rules of the pageant?
I am not. Is there a pamphlet or something?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I'm not familiar with this word pamphlet. We have hamlets. It's
Is
li-
it like
little pigs
words?
we kill and eat?
not those? That sounds tasty.
So the first thing is you'll need to have a dress, and it has to be of certain quality. With a little bit of I can't quite remember, but a little bit of excuse me.
The smoke lady.
Oh, the smoke, it's apologies.
Joking on yourself, I see how it is.
What I was going to say is, with a little bit of encouragement, I might be able to give you some tips as to what the queen is favoring this year.
Oh. I'll just look over at Ash and be like, she'd like some encouragement.
Kind of flow my hair.
I don't think that's what she means.
Sorry, a little more material to help remember the correct material you'll be needing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you
Money
need
always
something.
seems to be the word.
No, she said she
needs-
help to jog her memory, I have something for that.
Yes, didn't you get quite the assortment of herbs?
That's right, I have a veritable assortment of advanced medications.
I would prefer coin. It seems to have a much more far-reaching effect for most other ailments.
Well, you might think that, but have you ever tried this? And I whip out Dreamflake.
She looks at it and then kind of looks back at you. I'm sorry, I do not eat and take anything that an apothecary would make.
No, you don't. You don't eat it. You smoke it.
Either way, I don't eat or take. I am technically a solitarian, so...
I mean, it's still made out of something if you're just going to burn it up or whatever you do.
No, a solitarian. I stand in the sun and get my nourishment from sunlight.
Isn't that what that one weird guy did?
Oh, yes. And he really liked this stuff.
Weird man.
Rarwin.
Rawin! You know Rarwin!
Yes.
Oh, he stayed
would
with us
be-
for a time. We taught him solitarianism.
That makes sense.
How fair is he?
He's
Uh,
crazy.
By that he means he was great. Very
Ah,
happy.
No, he was crazy. He was not right in the head.
Ah, those apparently he liked this. Whatever this is.
Yes, he would have been very impressed with this assortment of medications. He was a
Ah.
big fan.
But how about
So does that
And I
mean you
just
are
like-
from Seskia?
kind of look at Raziel? But we're all, from all around.
Yeah, this.
Not the same place as Rowan. He just happened to come across us on our travels.
I just know he said he was leaving off to head off to Seskia, so I had assumed.
But back to the matter at hand. Pull out a gold coin. Does that seem to jog your memory okay?
She takes it and goes, "Ah, yes, I seem to remember that she likes the color deep rose maroon."
Anything else?
Ah, the memory is so foggy, all the swirls.
I just look at Ash like, come on.
Give her another gold coin.
She takes it, she goes, "Oh, yes, and her favorite designer is named Celeste. She lives in the house to the far south, little small red roof."
And what's she made of?
Well, ice, of course. That's how she sews, by making very sharp needles.
Interesting.
Useful talent.
I'm gonna.
Anything else might help even let me know the type of cut you should ask for.
I'll give her 2 gold coins.
Ah. Now you see, Celeste was actually the queen's dressmaker, and also her daughter's dressmaker. Not many people know this because Celeste has been retired for many years. So what I would suggest, if you want to bring back memories of her happiest day, ask for her wedding dress. You want the cut of
The queen's wedding
the
dress?
queen's wedding dress.
What about the questions and rules of the...
Oh yes, the rest of the rules and regulations, sorry. So, the contestants will be kept backstage with each other. In fact, this year is rather exciting since the princess is no longer part of the Orthodoxy. She will be participating, so you might even have a chance to meet her. And then, Basically, you'll be kept backstage until your turn is up. You'll come up. We'll ask several questions. We don't tell the contestants beforehand. We don't want pre-done answers. But generally, it'll be things about your certain likes and whatnot, so people can know more about your personality. Something else too is generally we ask what charities and contributions you have done, and like what makes you good. Like, I think one of the more famous questions we ask is, "Are you good?" You will have
What
to.
are the rules for the
Interesting.
audience? Is heckling frowned upon?
It is. Oh, and non-violent talent show.
Non-violent.
Of course, the queen abhors violence.
No offense, but this is sounding rather drab.
Maybe to you, but it is quite exciting for us.
Only when the fire ones wear the clothes and they light on fire, probably.
Oh, they should have better control. They're not toddlers. She looks at Razia and goes, "I'm surprised you have not melted, friend.
Oh,
Do you not remember me?" Of course not. She then, like it seems like kind of like intense at first, but like her face kind of like lights on fire, and then like the fire kind of like peels back, revealing a face you recognize vaguely as like someone from your childhood.
hmm.
You would recognize her as, she went by the name Lantern.
Lantern, it's been a long time.
And she lets it drop, and like her smoky exterior kind of comes back over. Indeed. I
Yeah,
didn't
so you
think
go
I'd
by
see
something
you
else.
again after you left for your guardianship.
Well, it's been quite a trip.
Ah,
Though things are, quite dire with the state of the crystals and all that.
yes, that is sad. I still hold the orthodoxy dear, but the minds have been changed of most of the villagers. Probably due to the Empire.
It is unfortunate.
That's something else you should be aware of. The Empire sent one of their generals here to parley with the Queen, to let her have access to the gem. She will also be participating in the pageant as well.
I see. Well, thank you for the information. You are most charitable.
Not a problem.
Is she staying at the castle, or is she in the local inn?
No, we believe that she is staying
Hello.
somewhere on the eastern shore. Probably on her ship.
Let's say, I didn't think the Empire had an embassy here quite yet. That would be a rather swift move for them.
It would. I also don't know if our queen would allow such a thing. Our people are different and strange. So, back to you. Have you not met any females to meld with?
No. Unfortunately, the rest of the acolytes seem to have vanished entirely.
Yeah, and she looks at like the rest of you. Melding is something our culture does. When you find somebody that you enjoy, you meld with each other, sharing a bit of your element with the other one. My husband is wind, I was fire. We are both now smoke.
Interesting.
It's very romantic.
It is. To share on such a deep and personal level. Anywho, is there any other questions that I can answer? I am late for dinner.
We do not wish to keep you.
Thank you for
have
your
a
help.
Wonderful day. She smiles warmly and then walks off, like trails of wisp smoke kind of following her.
Floats off.
'Cause, 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 'cause So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, go this in might be a good idea. I don't know
Mhm.
how much we want to go. Do we wish to go see this Imperial general they've sent? The last one didn't quite leave a very favorable impression on us when he, broke our engine.
I feel like we should stay away from them. Just saying.
I don't know. It didn't seem all that bad. He didn't try to kill us or anything.
Perhaps this one is more inclined to talking,
Or less.
or less.
I feel like I
Well,
should.
if she's entering a beauty pageant, I'm imagining, or pageant, I imagine she probably at least has some amount of charm, otherwise they would have sent her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Ash had a good idea of splitting up, starting the investigation on the missing fairy and preparing for this pageant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're going to need all the time that we can get on both parts.
Yes.
Well, then, who's going with whom?
Well,
I'm
maybe
gonna
we
go
should-
find Celeste.
I will go with Pretty Kitty.
Mm.
What about you, Saros? Where are you going?
I don't know anything about pageants or fashion or any of the such, so I'll be in the group investigating.
You gonna leave me with him? Really?
You can take care of yourself.
Fine.
I'm not worried about you.
Ari, come with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
I agree with Saros.
And what about you, Raziel?
Well, I'm quite torn. What do you think? We should probably do an even split.
You can come with us. Keep him in line.
I want Raz to come.
All right.
Yay.
If it is as Lady Mary wishes, the four of us shall make the pretty kitty prettier, as they say. And
I'm
the
already
three of you
She needs
sit
a bath.
pretty.
I've been in her hair. She needs a wash.
And,
So
they,
pretty.
and the three of you can look into where Lady Dew has absconded to, or been absconded to.
Well, this
Does
is
that
just as
sound
well.
good?
I'm sure Saros and Walter are going to need my help. They're not the most talkative
do-
bunch.
You do seem an expert on keeping them in line.
Right?
All right.
Well, Ash, behave yourself.
Don't get in too much trouble, okay?
Let's
How about we meet at in the evening at the inn? How about that?
mhm.
And if either group is more than 2 hours late, we'll know the other group will know that something bad has happened.
Seems like a good plan.
Yep.
All right. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and let's split for break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes, and we'll pick up with you guys splitting off your different ways.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We're going to BRB as soon as I can get this going.
Come on!
improved the day.
Well, you'll have to give me a second because I'm not quite sure if we're actually live yet. It's trying to transition.
Matcha.
I love the cat.
All right, I think we're
good.
good
Gonna
now.
be
All
in
right,
the-
we're back. All right, and well, in the interim, you guys noticed that Christina has grown an actual cattail now, so that's that.
I'm sorry.
The flu?
Yeah, something you'll have to
it's
like
all
with
for
your wife
effect.
is she loves cats so much she won't ever force them to move. Like she'll just let them do whatever, and she's like, "Please don't step on the keyboard." Oh, okay. She won't pick it up or stop it. All right. So the groups are divided as such. We have Ash, Claudia, and Raziel going to the dressmaker.
And Ari.
What? Oh, and Ari, yes.
And Ari.
And then after that, we have Saros, Vandus, and Walter going to investigate the missing Lady Dew. I feel like I'm saying Lucky Dew every time I say that now. All right.
I just, for some reason, I imagined Scrappy Doo in like a female outfit, and that's not a pleasant image. Thank you, Levi. Damn it.
Glad I could do my part. All
Just
right.
call her Morphe.
So we're actually going to follow Saros, Vandus, and Walter first. So here in the town, and Raziel, you'd remember this, is there is kind of a marketplace. It's the square that's up, like this is the road that kind of creates a square. It's got like a little central park area in there as well, but the outlying buildings are all shops. You know, like this is probably either that or the inn would probably be your best bet for gathering information.
Well, we already know where we got the tip to go to the Queen's dressmaker on the Celeste. So I'm a mad. She can't be that hard to find.
Oh, whoops! Sorry, I've got this backwards. Sorry. 'Cause, yeah, you're going to the dressmaker. Sorry, the other three are going. So the other three I have no idea. My bad. Because I'm starting with the other three first.
Okay.
That was my bad. I said
Okay,
the
well
reverse
then-
the same. Sorry.
Well, then screw you.
I know. My bad. My bad. My bad. All right. So.
And I've unlocked the next badge, so that's good.
Oh, awesome. Oh, thank you, dude.
Yo,
Appreciate that.
you're welcome.
All right. So Saros, Vandus, Walter. Yeah. I guess where do you guys want to head?
Well, where do we go first? The inn? Or one of these other places that we haven't been already?
You haven't been anywhere.
Hush you.
We can go to the inn and secure our rooms.
It's a good place to start as any. We'll have to ask around and see who might know anything about the normal goings on of the ferry. We'll have to start at what it's supposed to look like since we're not familiar with it.
Alright then. On to the inn.
We don't even have anything to go off of from the other one because it was locked up in a cage in a basement, so maybe they do something similar.
All right. Okay. You guys make your way over down to the inn. When you guys get to Water's Edge, the name of the inn, you guys see it's a building that's like a bright white, like freshly painted white with a nice blue tiled roof, and it's got like a bunch of like kind of mural paintings on the white depicting like ocean and water and stuff like that, like fish and whatnot.
Well, isn't that pretty? Guess we go in.
When you go in, you see a bunch of different Ganassi. There's probably about 20 or so inside here. You see that the common room is actually fairly large. They've got like a huge, like giant kind of oval fireplace on one wall, and it's got like a nice big roaring fire in it. When you guys first walk in, you're first hit with like the smell. The best way to describe it is like freshly baked honey biscuits. As you guys walk in, you guys see a Wind Ganassi, a little younger, kind of come over to you guys. like, we'll say she's like in her teens, and she goes, "Welcome to Water's Edge. What can I do for you today?"
We are looking to secure some rooms, and perhaps you might be able to help us with something else.
Yeah, we can definitely get you guys some rooms. We have rooms available. We also have food. We have entertainment. There's gonna be a singing competition tonight. And then we do like poetry on Thursdays. There's amateur hour on. Oh gosh, I can't remember. I'm sorry. I know we have a lot. Sorry, I'm new. I just started.
Amateur hour, huh? Well, maybe you could read one of those excerpts out of your book, Walter.
That's a move.
No, I'm good.
Just say.
People wouldn't understand.
You're not wrong.
This is not
There's
the,
true value in my works.
this is not the golf fan fiction hour. Thank you very much.
Well, about those rooms, how much?
Well, if you'll follow me over here, we can pick out what kind of rooms you guys want, and that'll determine the price.
I'm gonna follow her.
All right, she just goes up to the bar counter, and she pulls out a big old like book and a quill and some ink and starts going through. All right, and you like notice as you like look down at the book that like all of the rooms are open. She's like, we've got our 3-bed suite. We have our 2 bedrooms, only a few of those left, and oh, that's right, all the 1 bedrooms are being renovated.
Renovated, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So, how many of these 2-room bedrooms are in here?
There's one.
So you have 1 2-room bedroom and 1 3-room bedroom.
I have lots of 3-room bedrooms. All those are available. We
We'll
also
get
have the
2
honeymoon
of
suite
those.
too.
Oh, whoa. I may have jumped the gun. Go on, I'm listening.
The honeymoon suite comes with the honeymoon package. What you get with that is all meals included into the price, as well as luxury items and door service, bell service. Also, you also get a refreshing healing bath provided by some of our best fire ganassies. It also comes with a couples massage, and it also has the romantic stargazing.
Did she herself do the air quotes?
Yes.
I see, and how...
Was the air quotes on romantic or stargazing?
You're not sure.
How many of those are there?
We only have 1 honeymoon suite, so it's pretty rare.
Uh-huh.
Should we split it?
How much?
Oh, for that one, it's just a measly 100 gold. And that's our summer sale discount.
I
Oh,
see.
Jesus.
Is it actually summer right now?
No.
That's a good question. How do you tell in this place?
Well, I was gonna say, you guys knew when you came in on the boat it was spring. So, or Razzie, you would know because you've been here this entire time, but like it was spring when you guys left.
I'm not there, so I can't say anything.
Well, how about the other rooms? That sounds a bit pricey.
Oh, so our three bedrooms are looking to be about 25 gold apiece, and the 2-room is only 2 silver, and the 1 bedrooms are unavailable.
Well, 2 bedrooms for me, thanks.
How many 2 bedrooms do you have available?
We just had the 1, so he just took it. What's your name again, sir?
You could put it under Vandus. Here's your silver. How much was it again? It's like
2 silver.
2 silver, yeah.
She writes with the
How much
pen
were
in
the
book.
other rooms?
She writes in the pen in the book, and where it said, where the one of the rooms is, and he just watches the ink sits there, it dries, but as it dries, it turns invisible.
How much were the other rooms?
The other rooms are about 25 gold a night. The three rooms.
Wait, so there's three bedroom rooms?
Yes. Yes.
I understood.
So would you like me to pencil you in for the honeymoon suite?
Would you like to go have these with me?
Me?
Not particularly.
Oh.
Come on, Zeros. I'm sure you and Walter would have a swimmingly good time.
Did I mention it also gives you a
She
complimentary
did
gift
mention
bag?
couples massages. What's in the gift bag? Please say 100 gold.
Nope, but it is a delightful surprise for good friendships and everlasting bonding.
Is it glue?
No.
It's a glitter bomb.
Just get the other room for you and the other two. I may stay out all night. Speaking of night, is this per night or for a week or what?
Yep, it's one night only. Except for the honeymoon suite, that gives you a full week.
That's actually a pretty good deal.
There you go.
What deals are you talking about, sir?
I mean, 25 per night or 100 for 7 days?
I don't have that much gold on me though.
Wait a minute, I totally forgot. And then she pulls out a little wand and swirls it around. A bunch of confetti comes out. You guys were the 100th customers that came through our door today.
Freak off,
I look
Leona.
around at the empty room.
That means you get half off of the honeymoon suite. And a coupon for a free smoothie.
Damn smoothie.
Sounding
How
bad
long are we
already.
gonna be staying here?
At least 3 days.
But wait, there's more.
Fine.
Of course.
Go on.
More?
You also
This is
get to
getting
get a
ridiculous.
token to have a custom sword or dagger or whatever weapon you want engraved.
Like a new one or the one we already got?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad you're very descriptive.
I do my best.
And you said this was your first day.
It is. My poppy trained me. I've been watching him do this for years.
Well, if I'm doing the math correctly, isn't one of these worth 100 of those golds? And I pull out one of the ruples.
Her eyes go really big. I think that would cover it.
All right, there you go. Honeymoon suite on me. Boom.
All right,
I
now
hand her
which
one of
two
the
should I be
ripples.
putting down for that?
The only other two there?
Well, I'm pretty sure Ash is going to want to stay in there with the pretty kitty.
That might be dangerous.
I mean, you're right, but they need the sleep, right? We don't. And they're always running around, flexing their muscles and tugging on each other. Seems like a good idea to me.
Would you like to buy the protection plan for the room while you're here?
What exactly does it protect? Because if it's not protecting them, I'm not sure it's going to be worth much.
They're gonna tear up the furniture, man.
Oh my gosh!
It's gonna be scratched so much.
It protects all furnishings within it, within the room, as well as any damage that may occur to them or to the surroundings.
And how much is that?
Oh, that's easily a 50 gold.
I don't think we'll be needing it. I'm sure they can behave themselves.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
And
the
before-
worst that could happen?
And before you check out, just so you
Baked
know,
out
if
of
you
another
sign
town.
up for our membership details, you get a discount on all products. And if you sign up other members, you get even more discounts and credits towards your account.
Products
What
from
products?
where?
Well, the nights of sleeping. We call them frequent sleepers pillows.
So you get free pillows?
She thinks for a second. Yes.
How? Like one pillow a day, or how does this work?
Well, you have to accrue points, so the more often you stay with us, the more points you get. Of course, you also can earn points by referring friends, and they activate and also become members as well. And see, the
Is
more
there
people you have under
anything-
you, whenever they get other people too, it'll bring more people in. And then
Do you
earn
get
a
anything
percentage of
besides
their points
pillows?
as well.
Oh my gosh, it's a pyramid.
I've heard of one of these things. It didn't work out so well for that person.
This is some sort of triangular scheme.
Trust me, we have locations
Primal.
all over the Primal Lands.
Is there anything to redeem them on besides pillows?
Oh, you could redeem them in for discounts on other stays at our other locations. And once you get your 10th pillow stamped, you get one pillow for free.
Do you have any alcohol?
I do. Would you like to join our Alcohol Buyers Club?
Oh my gosh.
No.
All right. What kind would you like?
The strongest.
All right. Then I'll be our root berry vodka.
What would you like? Yes.
Enough.
How much?
She pours it into a glass. Oh, this is complimentary when you sign up with a membership. Otherwise, it's 10 gold.
I'm gonna go walk outside.
He just walks out. That's the smartest decision I think I've seen him make today. We're all squared away on the rooms. I think we should get going.
Of course.
One other thing.
Mhm.
You wouldn't happen to know if any of these locals in here might know anything about, fairy business? There was some little hubbub about your fairy gone missing.
Oh, I think the engineer's son. He was friends with Lady Dew.
Can you point out this lad to us?
If you just head to the market, it's over. She kind of leans over the counter and points in a direction. Not that it has any meaning because you're inside. You go that way, and you'll see there's like a big square, and there's like a lot of shops around it, and there's like a park. You'll want to go there because you want the engineer's son,
What's his name?
Kalen.
Kalen.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. You've been most helpful. I'm sure we'll see you soon. Can't wait till the kitties come in and play in their new playpen. That'll be fun.
Oh my gosh.
Got to go now.
All right, enjoy yourselves.
Well, Saros, I guess we have to catch up to Walter.
Or he didn't get far.
I'm just right outside.
So
He didn't get far.
you guys head up towards the area up there, and it's easy enough to find the engineer's shop. When you guys get there, you guys see a big old sign. It's got like a corn husk, and it says "Contraptions and Corn."
This is looking very strange. I get the mechanical part, but what's the deal with the corn?
I guess we're just gonna have to ask.
Are they corn powered?
So
I guess we're gonna have to ask.
go head in and find whoever's running the shop.
All right. You guys go in, and you guys see there's a a Ganassi. There's a female Ganassi. She's a fire Ganassi. You see, there's an old gnome man who's like mostly balded, only has like kind of like the Doc Brown haircut, if you will. And then you've got a younger boy who is a male fire Ganassi. Is when you guys walk in, they go, the old gnome goes, welcome to Contraptions and Corn. How may I help you?
We're looking for someone by the name of Kalen.
That'd be my boy.
Yep.
Caleb, did you get in trouble? Kalen goes, no, Pops. I sure ain't.
What's with the corn?
See, we sell fine arrays of corns and contraptions.
Shop name.
he motions you like to look around. You see one wall's just covered in all kinds of varieties of corn. The other wall has like a bunch of little knickknacks, trinkets, and machinery.
Do you grow your own corn?
Oh, we sure don't. We import most of it. But one of the things I'd like to do is create a contraption that I can use with the corn, so then I can call the shop Contraptions with Corn. Anyhow, Caleb, you be nice to these people, and don't forget to give them a complimentary corn sucker on their way out. Yeah, Pop. So, okay, let's see, you guys. So, Seth's losing it over there. So what can I do to help you guys?
Well, Kalen, we heard you might know something about this little fairy named Dew.
Oh yeah, me and Dew, we go way back.
Do you now?
Way back to last Thursday.
Last Thursday? Well, that wasn't even that long ago.
No, I reckon it was about 4 days ago.
Well, where were you? Where's the fairy then?
Oh, see, that's a really interesting story. See, Pop asked me to go ahead and husk some corn for the shop. So I was out just minding my own business, husking in the backyard. And, I'm looking out at the castle wall, just daydreaming what it'd be like to go through stone. And then this fairy shows up. And she was mighty blue, mighty pretty, had little wings like a little person, but with butterfly wings, but blue. She introduced herself as Lady Dew, and I think I remember that name, because my parents, they good, they orthodox, fairy-fearing folks, so, we I'm having a hard time keeping straight faced.
Did you just say go through stone?
I sure did. But anyhow, since I'm a good fairy-fearing folk, I did listen when she had some instructions for me. She said, "Now you, boy," that's what my father calls me, so I perked right up. I need you to go and make sure that someone knows that the water crystal is dying. So, I told her I would, and she said she had to go away now, and I said, okay, and then she went away, and then I kind of looked down at my feet and wondered why we all got 10 toes. Why can't we have 11 toes or 12 toes? Makes swimming mighty easier if we had that many toes. But anyhow, then I got back to feeling like there was something I had to do. And then I remembered I was husking my dad's corn, so I just going back to husking corn. In fact, now that I have this conversation with you, I'm probably supposed to let somebody know about the water fairy.
Well, that would be us.
Oh, see? Easy peasy. Life's just like a living breezy.
So you don't happen to know where she went after this?
I sure don't. Gosh darn it. I should have been
Not
paying
even-
more attention.
what direction she might have left in.
Well, see, that's awfully hard because I went down and started counting my toes, and that takes a lot of focus, you see. So I didn't catch which way she went and left.
And you said you met her where again? Out here? By
Oh
your
yeah,
shop?
here, I'll just show you around. It's around back, right at my husking spot. Corn husking spot. Husking corn. Corn.
Right, right.
Kuskenhorn?
Just saying, corn
Corn
sounds
huskers.
really weird when you say it really a lot. Kind of loses all meaning. It makes me think about that wall and how I just need to go through it like a corn.
Well, Kaelin, yes, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. Just around here. Then he goes and walks around behind the building. There's a stump, like a tree stump there. Then you can see a bunch of corn husks that are just littered all around it. So I was sitting here like this, and then he starts trying to like pretend husking corn. I was doing this. Sometimes too, if it gets real tight to pull the rest of it off, you thwap it against the stump and it makes it easier to rip the rest of the husk off the bottom.
Good to know, in case I ever have to husk corn.
It's a mighty fine skill.
Now, what about the ferry? Keep going.
Oh yeah, so I'm sitting here just husking away. I started looking at that wall. My goodness, that wall is gorgeous. Man, I wonder what it'd be like to just be inside of it. Just like put your body up against it and just kind of go through it, you know? Like be one with the wall. God, see, Stone Ganassi, they can do that. It's so much cooler than what I can do.
Well, couldn't you just melt the wall, Kaelin?
What? I guess I
Yeah.
could, but that would destroy the wall. See, that's why I don't like being Fire Ganassi. I got all these cool things I can do, but all I can do is destroy. You know what,
Now,
Mike?
you're just thinking about it the wrong way, Kaelin. It's not destroying the wall, it's more like transforming it into something else.
Nah, but it won't be as pretty what I make. I guess, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I guess I could try it, but that might make the queen awfully mad. I don't know, I just feel like Fire Ganassi don't got a whole lot in the way of jobs around here. Like, my aunt, what she does all day, she just heats up the freaking bath of the honeymoon suite repeatedly. That don't sound fun.
What was your aunt's name?
Ash.
Yeah, wait. Your aunt's name is Ash?
Yeah? Sure is.
Oh, okay then. That's pretty amusing to me. But anyway, back to the fairy business. You were very into this wall thing, but I'm more into the little flying thing.
Oh, yeah. It was then I looked up and realized there was a fairy in front of me. And I was like, wow, you're really pretty. And she was like, yeah? And I need to tell you something. And I was like, okay. And then she told me that I needed a warmth buddy. And I was like, sure will. And then she left, or she didn't leave, she was just there. And I looked down, because, you know, it's kind of hard to feel, you know, you're supposed to not look at the deity type looking figures, I think, themselves directly. So I looked down at my feet. You know, I don't wear shoes while husking corn. You just need to have a nice cool breeze between your toes. Only proper way to do it.
I'm gonna start looking around just to see if there's like any obvious anything that would have pointed out where the fairy would have went.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Here, let me-
Do Fire Ganassi actually have toes?
Of course they have toes. Don't be so horribly
Rough.
Jeez.
You find a lot of corn husk, and you find a lot of just corn that he couldn't quite husk and chunked it.
Oh, hang on, I gotta make it slightly more bad.
Okay.
More bad.
There we go. Now it's a 6.
Nice.
I just had to do that because, you know,
Yeah.
gotta get that guidance out there.
Still technically the same result, though. Like, you don't really find much involved in the fairy, anyhow.
Well, damn it, all I can find is corn. What about you two? Anything?
Can I investigate the corn?
Yes, you can investigate the corn.
What else is around here? I mean, we've got a wall. This is a wall. The wall is part of the shop.
Here, I'm
Is
gonna
that
just
behind
circle over
this
where you guys
back
are
wall?
at. So you guys are basically in this area right here.
Oh, so it's like right. The wall he's talking about is the castle wall?
Yeah, the castle wall. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, sorry.
Mm,
You just see a lot of corn.
Okay.
And this is why we assign these people to do this task.
I'm gonna inspect the wall and see if there's anything that might have indicated something with the fairy was doing anything there.
I swear if he goes through the wall.
You want an investigation or?
Yeah, investigation. Sorry.
I'm really good at this.
Pro rolls, jeez.
Yeah, like you don't really see anything special about the wall. Like you kind of touch it, feel along it. It feels like a normal wall to you.
Well, and you mentioned you looked up and the fairy was there from your wall gazing. Right.
That's right.
Okay. I think we can assume the fairy came from this direction, so from the castle. It probably wouldn't take much effort for a fairy to go through or around this wall.
He
And did
shrugs. Would know.
Right. Esteros is like talking to the other two. He's like, okay. I'm guessing the temple the fairy was normally supposed to be stationed at was probably somewhere that direction, underneath the castle, perhaps. So that makes sense, at least. And this was 4 days ago. So perhaps we should ask around and see what happened 4 days ago.
All right,
Man.
where do we start?
Kalen, I hate to break it to you, friend. But they don't think you'll be coming along.
Well, see, here's how I reckon it. I just gave you guys a lot of useful information. Therefore, you owe me a favor. And by letting me take you around town as a tour guide, that lets me establish a business. See, you're new in town, don't know your way around. I lived here all my life. I'm 7, so I can do this.
Right, well, clearly
Was
can't go wrong, right?
I mean, if we're gonna get a little technical, I'm 7.5. It matters.
Saros, I don't know what to say. I think we have to bring this kid with us.
I mean, feel free if you want, but I'm under the impression he's told us exactly everything he knows.
Oh, that's not true. I haven't taught
I
you how
feel
to
like-
make contraptions. I've only showed you how to husk corn.
Is
That's
this
about half the
adult
knowledge I haven't
napping?
told you about.
I feel like this kid is kidnapping us, which is more like adult napping.
I guess
What-
kidnapping also kind of works, if you
Would
think
it?
about it backwards.
Anybody else here know about the fairy besides you, Kalen?
Oh yeah, there were a lot of people asking about the fairy. You had a bunch of those Empire people running around. They were asking some questions. And then, of course, you had that Charlie boy who kept asking all kinds of questions about the fairy.
Charlie?
Well, yeah. He's the one running the new dress shop now. Took over for old, what's-her-face? I don't know, the old hag down the road.
Helga.
Maybe.
Celeste?
Celeste, that's it. He took over Celeste.
Helga.
gave Celeste a one-way trip vacation out to, well, shoot, I can't remember its name, but it's supposed to be real pretty and really good. All expenses paid. He said it was an upgrade from the honeymoon suite. Did you know she was the 1,000th customer to walk through that door?
Right.
A lot of people going through that door, apparently.
Seems like a popular place.
But anyhow, yeah, Charlie's over there working right now.
And what exactly did these Empire fellows ask?
They were asking where the Wind Fairy was, and if any of us knew how to get down in the temple without the Queen, or if there was any secret passageways. They were asking all the little kids because they know we like to play hide and seek. And heck, like I said, if I go through that wall, I might be able to find a pretty dang good hide spot.
So did you tell them anything of the sort?
No.
Well, that's good.
Are there good hiding spots and secret ways into the castle?
Oh, definitely not. That I would tell you.
And why wouldn't you tell us, Caleb?
What?
Well, because you haven't hired me yet to take you around and be your tour guide. It's simple as that. Like, listen,
see.
my mother taught me to be a very business-minded person.
Will you take payment in oxygen?
Take it in corn husks and gold only. There's only two types of gold in this world, my daddy always said. Corn and gold.
What about other yellow things?
Nope, not good enough.
Well, it seems
Not
we
even that liquid
require your
gold.
services as a tour guide after all.
Well, whoopee-doo. And he, like, whacks his knee. Let's do this.
How much you charge?
Well, see, since you're my first customers and all, I figure I'd cut you a deal. For the low, low price of you buy some of my pappy's corn.
How much corn do we have to buy?
Oh, just one corn apiece. See, I'm gonna give you a corn sickle or a corn pop. So what we do is we take a piece of corn, we roast it over a flame. Then they went ahead and they smother it with butter. Then they put some chili powder on it. And you just eat it. It's got salt and pepper on it too, of course.
How much is that going to cost?
Oh, it's only like 2 copper.
Deal?
All right, let's do it. Hey, Pappy, got some more people wanting to suck on your corn.
That does actually sound really good. Not the fucking on corn bit, but that dish in general does actually sound quite good.
All right, you guys each get a corn pop.
I do my best to pretend like I like it.
How many copper and a silver and a gold?
100 each. We're doing WoW conversions. I think the
Okay.
DB uses different conversions, but we're just using simple 100s.
Awesome, I'm down 2 copper.
How does the corn taste? Is the big question, Leroy.
I'll leave that up to them. They know I listed off exactly what it is. I mean, for a lot of you who's lived in the Southwest, that's like an actual thing. I think they also sell like in street food type deals, but it's a real thing.
Literally just had it down at Schnepp, so yeah.
Oh, nice. Did you like it?
Elote.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. And how does your character like it?
He does not like it, but he's pretending like he likes it.
Ah.
I'll save this for later.
Where are you gonna put it?
He just holds it awkwardly like up, like I'm gonna save this for later.
Just holding on to it. We'll go around a corner at one point and he's gonna chuck it. To a bird or something.
Mortar's going to awkwardly lick at it.
Well, now that
Good
we're
for
all properly equipped with these corns, perhaps you could start with all these secret hiding places and things. We're very interested to know.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically related to the castle.
No, that's fine. We can go ahead and go do that. Well, just follow me. Call me tour guide Caleb, your corn king, and we'll get going.
Very well, Corn King.
He beams as he, leads you guys out. And then we'll switch down to the other three. Alright. So,
Oh, thank heavens.
you three start making your way down. I'm gonna do this, move my circle down here. So,
Do like a and a B maybe.
do what?
For an A and a B for maybe like the two teams. I don't know.
I can only do so many shit. I mean, I don't think I can do letters.
Can you?
Actually, I might be able to
That's
just draw it. I can just write it.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe.
It doesn't
Everything-
matter. Lewis.
It doesn't like
It
me doing that.
matters.
Anyhow, yeah. Go ahead. So yeah, that's the house you guys are heading
Right.
towards.
Are we at the house or walking?
Yeah, no,
No.
so we'll say you guys.
Okay, we're at the house. Okay. Yeah.
Knock knock.
Yes.
We're looking for Celeste.
Hello.
We're told she can.
The
Make a
door
dress.
opens up, and you guys see a very handsomely dressed tiefling, long red horns, and he goes, "Ah, I'm sorry, she no longer does this patronage. Nice to meet
Oh.
you," and he bows real deeply. Charlie Mortimer, at your service.
Oh God.
Hi, Charlie. I'm Claudia. We're told Celeste can make the best dresses.
Ah, she could, but she wanted to travel the world before she croaked. But, if you are willing, come on in and see what I can do. My hands are deft, my fingers nimble.
All right.
As long as you think you can do something with this drabby woman here.
Of course! And he kind of steps behind you guys and grabs all of you guys in a big put his arms around you guys, kind of forces you guys through the door. It's a little awkward because he has to kind of shuffle you guys through. In. Let's see. Ah! Let me first do my work. So let me look at you. Stand there. Don't make faces. Just stand.
See, she is hiding so much, is she not?
She might be. Show me your essence.
Yes, Kitty.
I-
All cats should know how to do this. Come on.
You show your essence.
No
Oh,
idea.
And
I'll bring out my claws.
I make like a flowing flick and all graceful.
Spirit fingers.
I just bring out my claws.
Yeah. Okay. So you hold up your paws and you kind of bring out your claws, and he goes, "That's interesting. I feel like I might have known you in a past life, only because your spirit is only missing one paw. I feel like as if I've seen you somewhere before. I feel like I just know you."
That's interesting. I hope I don't offend by saying I don't recognize you.
Of course not. I get around a lot.
Mhm.
So, what design were you looking for a dress?
Well, we were looking for something that could be designed like the Queen's wedding dress.
Oh, easy. What's not easy though is the fabric.
It does
not?
need to be quality fabric in a deep rose maroon color if you have it. I didn't write that down.
Alright, well, here's what I would suggest. I do not have those materials on hand, but you're in luck. The Queen has sort of an affinity for the Primal Isles, so... I'm messing up his accent bad. Because he doesn't talk like this. Anyway,
I'm
like-
rubbing off on you.
I know, it
Yeah.
is. The Queen has an affinity that, well, let's say, for things on the island. If you'd like,
What
there
are these
some
things?
giant silkworms. They protrude the silk. They are to the south eye of the island, in the Wind River beds. After that, you might need a couple of the red lilies that grow on the north side.
Red lilies on which side?
The
You
north
broke up a little
side
bit.
of the island.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
They lie in the cornfields of ash.
Yes, corn.
Sounds like home.
How quickly could you make this dress?
Well, if you can get it to me within a day, it should only take 12 hours.
Okay. So this is for the pageant that's coming up.
It's
Just
3
hoping it can be
days.
done
So if it takes 3 days and takes 12 hours to make the dress, yeah, we need to hurry.
Not only that, are you able to do something with her hair? It is so ratty.
My hair is great.
I have not done hairstyle in a while, but I totally could.
I have an
My
excellent
hair's
idea.
great.
I have an excellent idea for her hair. Could you make it so that you put each element in her hair and make it so that when they touch, they meld?
Oh, an imbuement with the curls, possibly? He starts kind of
Yeah.
touching her hair, looking around it, going, "Oh, that would be fascinating. She would be quite the spectacle."
I'm gonna kind of half start trying to walk backwards away from him, if that makes sense.
As you do that, he immediately, and it's not painful, but using the palm of his hand, he hits the lower upper part of your back to straighten you to make you sit up like that or stand up more straight, and then he does the thing where he leans you up and he goes, "There, posture corrected." No
Do I
lady
stay that
slouches.
I don't slouch.
And you are a lady.
Of course you don't slouch. If you're a proper lady, you wouldn't slouch.
Do you happen
Yeah.
to sell hairbrushes around here? She seems to think that licking her hair does something. Don't know why.
I groom often.
Yes, I can smell
Is that what you call it? It's called a hairbrush. You brush your hair. See, look, I carry one around myself. That's why it is so flowing and free and very well conditioned. Yours is so... that.
Mine is perfect. Thank you very much. My... Where do I get a hairbrush?
You'll want to go to the market. They sell things there like that. You might want to try contraptions and corn.
We should
Okay.
probably first assemble the
The dress.
things you need for this dress, yes.
Was there anything else needed for the dress?
No, if you can just bring me the silk from the worms and the lilies for the dye, I should be able to do it.
How much would all this cost, seeing as how she never seems to ask that question?
You're
If you
paying
bring me
anyway,
all
so I
the
don't care.
materials, as I do not have them, I will only charge you for my worker's fee, which would only come out to about 2 gold an hour, so times 12, 24.
Okay, so
Unless, of
are these some rare items to be gathered?
No, they're not too hard to gather. I think. I've never
Okay.
done it myself.
I'm just asking if we brought extra, if that would do anything for you.
Maybe. We could do that. Of course, if you'd rather, I'm much more a fan of games, if you'd like to gamble.
Oh, I am not, but I do have a friend who's very much into that type of play.
Excellent.
Side question.
Mhm.
From my time with Vandus trying to learn how to cheat, do I think I learned how to cheat good? Or was it just that,
I'm your
She
DM. I don't
taught
tell
me
you how
bad.
to think. That's your call. That's 100% on you. I can't do. This is why she gets mad and be like, "You're trying to kill us." I didn't make you do anything.
side question over?
Side question over.
Because she waved her hand.
Sadly,
This is not the question.
sadly, we are not quite into games, but how about we pay the four gold in advance, or what it was? How much per hour?
It was 2 gold an hour for 12 hours, so 24 gold.
I'll pay that in advance.
Okay.
Thank
He
you.
takes it and goes, then I will book in. When do you think you'll have the supplies?
What time of day is it? It's
Well,
almost nightish?
obviously we need it. Obviously, we need it within 12 hours of them making the dress, so within the next day, so within the next 24 hours or so, or 36 at least.
Hopefully by midday tomorrow.
I mean, so if you think about it, technically she said 3. Oh wait, did she say 3 days or 3 nights?
It takes 12 hours to make the dress, so...
No, when the
we have
queen,
3
because he was
days.
saying 3
3
moons and then he changed
Yeah.
it, but I don't know if you said 3 nights or 3 days. Because
3
3
days.
days would
So,
mean
well, it's
3
days.
nights would be 4 days. 3 days would be 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Yeah, but if they need 12 hours to make the dress, if that's like even a reasonable amount of time, I'd say we have a day and a half
Yeah.
to assemble the stuff. If we're being like reasonable and not having them work like 24/7. 24 hours.
What time is it now, Lupe?
It's about 4.
Yeah, about this time I'd say it's probably around 4 or 5.
Okay, so late, so it's evening. And how big is the island?
I mean, you have a map.
It's not that big.
It's not really that big. It's hard for me to like give you like dimensions because the program I was using to make this in didn't actually let me do a.
I would say it's about 30 square miles if I had to guess.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Correct me if
Okay.
correct me if I'm
So,
wrong. It's
and
not huge, but it's not it's not giant.
Okay, well, because I'm gonna ask in game is why. So, how long do you think? Obviously, it is late in the day. How long do you think it would take us to get to each of these locations?
Well, if you have
Raziel, or you, or yes, whoever.
if you have transportation from one of the Nimbus, not too long.
Okay, so maybe we can have this stuff by tomorrow. If not, early the next day, I would think.
Okay. Well, I'll be awaiting, and I'll pencil in that as soon as I receive the supplies, I will get to working on it.
Will you need to get her measurements now or later?
Later. She may put on weight or take off weight by then.
In
Yeah.
a day?
Who knows?
She does eat a lot.
I mean... Fine.
Alright. Well, we will see you hopefully soon.
Of course.
And you said, what was that? Something about corn or whatever?
Oh, contraptions and corn. They might have a
Okay,
brush
yes.
for you.
Okay, then how do we find that? What is that?
That is just if you go to the marketplace. It is the engineering shop up there.
Shouldn't be hard to
Okay.
miss.
Alright, well, let us head that way and we will get out of your way. We appreciate your time.
Of course.
Thank you, Charlie.
Alright. So you guys start making your way to the marketplace. Let's say you guys aren't near enough to like say anything, but like you guys can see about half mile away, you guys see the other group walking, being led by some small Ganassi boy. And they all seem to like you guys see Saros just walking holding corn like this.
You should probably throw that out.
Alright.
He hasn't hit a corner yet where he can throw it out respectively.
So say you guys make it to the to contraptions and corn. You guys walk in, and there's an old-looking gnome with kind of a Doc Brown from Back to the Future haircut there, and a lady fire Ganassi with like a big leather apron on. The gnome speaks up. Welcome to Contraptions and Corns.
Well, hello. We're looking for a comb that can brush this lady here, and trust me, from what I've heard from my fellow travelers here, she has some of the most tangled hair in the country.
You
He's
not?
like, his eyes like start to like light up. And he goes, oh, "I have just the thing. We just made this like last year and haven't got to test it because no one got no sheep shear. So,
I'm sorry, what now? No?
what it is?
What?
No.
I mean-
No. It was a sheep shearing machine originally, but then when we realized there was no sheep in town, we were like, we gotta change this. We gotta adapt, evolve, re-engineer, think. So we buckled down, had ourselves some nice cornmeal dinner, and then the idea hit us. See, when my wife was eating some of it, a piece of corn flew up in her hair and popped. and it made me have an idea that also popped. So what that is that we replaced all the shearing mechanisms with brushes. So all you gotta do is just lay on the ground here, and this thing's gonna just kind of tractor drive over you and brush you a bunch.
This makes
No,
a lot of
thank
sense,
you.
actually.
Sounds
No.
quite big.
Oh no, come here, take a look. And he,
I mean,
he brings you over. It's about the size of like a wagon, but with like the wheels like really extended out, and underneath it are like a bunch of like brushes.
Yeah, no, do you have any just
Well, how about this?
normal brushes?
how about this? If Ash goes first and he turns out fine, which I'm sure he will, then how about you go under it?
How about we just let Ash try it out regardless of what it decide after?
I mean,
I think
I
a
mean-
regular hairbrush would be fine. Something with nice, good, thick bristles. Something that can hold up for some time until she can work down to a
Yeah.
nice, soft
well,
bristle.
Ash. She needs excessive treatment. I mean, as I said, she's the most tangled knot in this country. Not to mention there's only
How
like
dare
two of you in this. I mean, there's only two of you in the country, so top place is not very hard to attain. But still, they have a machine for it.
It is quite big. I don't know if I would want to carry that around very often.
Well, yes, but I mean, we only need it for the pageant, so we could have them use it right before, but we have to make sure it works now. Because if it doesn't work, then we
well.
have to find another option.
Oh,
I
we
mean,
can
for
definitely do a
one-time
test run if
use.
That's what you guys need.
Exactly.
For one-time use is
she
good.
seems very hesitant.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
okay,
She
how
definitely
about,
needs.
how about that? I'll go first, and then Claudia can go after me.
I don't.
She still needs hairbrush to carry around with her. Licking
We
is
get
not
that
working.
later, though.
Well, I mean-
we really only need the. I mean,
Once you own the machine, what you do with it is up to you. I mean, if you want to just rip the brushes off it and keep them that way, that's of course logical. But of course, I can't sell it in parts. I gotta sell the whole thing. You know, wife's kind of a stickler.
How much is this machine?
Oh, this glorious machine right here? Well, it's only 20 gold.
that's quite a good deal.
Oh yeah, and trust me, it is solar powered.
We could put this on our ship, and she could have this done every day.
Well, hold on, let me
That
finish
is
though.
true.
It's solar powered through the use of corn. So you use solar power to grow the corn, then corn powers the machine.
So it's corn powered?
Well, yeah,
Although
it's
it
still the
takes a long
same
time.
golden light, so that's just a little kernel of energy, giving you what you need.
Gosh.
It's just solar powered with extra steps.
Exactly. I mean, when you
Well,
think
have
about
you
it, we're all
considered-
solar powered.
Have you considered perhaps just selling individual uses of the machine? Like you could charge us like a salon almost. They have a lot of those back not really where I'm from, but where the country I was for quite a while. They had these things called salons where people would pay quite exorbitant amounts for this kind of service.
I bet they would. Real quick, lady, you seem really nice and all, and I know you
Mhm.
want to do all this, but let me just tell you something. So it sounds like you hadn't heard about how good solar power is. Now, have you ever heard of solitarians?
I feel like yes.
Well, see, solitarians, they believe they can
Maybe.
get all the nourishment they need out of sunlight. So listen here, before you call me crazy, everything you eat is solar powered. The vegetables, get it from the sun. The animals, they eat vegetables, which they also get it from the sun. It's just more steps, so why I do all those middlemen? You can just stand there and absorb the light yourself. And there you go.
I don't think you understand. It's fine. Do you just have a
Have
normal
you tried
hairbrush?
it? Don't knock it till you try it. I got
You
off
know
the
what?
trunk off of being a
I mean,
solitarian one time. I was seeing things.
I think maybe you should try the machine out.
I'm not trying the machine.
If the machine doesn't work, you could always, just buy an individual hairbrush.
Can I just
But then again, once you buy an individual hairbrush, you need somebody to brush you. And then that's just extra effort.
I mean, if you want, if you try out the machine, I'll throw in a cob of corn glazed ham.
This dealer just keeps getting
Does
better.
it?
I think so.
Debatable.
Lady Ari, what do you think about this? I think this is a pretty good deal.
I want to know what a corn glazed ham is.
I'm pretty sure they, mush the ham or the corn down into like a gelatin, and they glaze it over the ham right before they roast it. I'm pretty sure that's what a corn glazed ham is, but I'm not entirely sure.
Oh no, what we do is we take the intestines of a piggy and we get it on a corn and we just kind of rub it back and forth, and then we stick it on a fire.
It's more of a sausage.
Don't have the intestines on it afterwards. Just the innards.
I mean, true. But I feel like that classifies still more as a sausage than ham per se. Ham is usually like a large portion of us.
I mean, to be fair,
Whatever.
we got a bunch of this other crap too that we don't want. Because I made a machine that was supposed to like mow the lawn, but it didn't really do that. Instead, it just kind of made some loud screeching noise and drove the neighbors insane. So, what I've got is a bunch of these plants here, and he like holds it up, and he goes like, I don't know what they're for, but they're just some sort of weed. Yeah, and he like sneezes. As he does, the stuff flies up and hits you in the face, Claudia. I want you to roll Constitution.
It's catnip.
It's catnip.
Oh, gosh. Where are you? This one.
Can't
Just
save?
A save or just a
Con save, yeah.
save?
Yeah. Okay. Alright. You start to feel a little loopy. And you want more.
What's that stuff you have there?
Just some weeds, but I mean, it comes free with the brush machine.
Comes with the brush machine. Can I get it without the brush machine, or do I have to have the brush machine to get it?
Sorry, it's a one-time deal package, winter special.
Can I
Oh my gosh.
can I have a little bit more just to make sure it's what I want
Oh,
to
yeah,
go along
of
with
course.
it?
The samples are what's free.
I mean, I can sample all day.
Well, you only get so many samples before you gotta purchase.
I mean,
You can sample all day, but you can only do it so much.
Yep.
can I have one more
I
sample?
mean,
Yeah, you can have one more sample. Here you go. This time he just gives you like a little pinch instead of like a bunch.
Am I doing another con save?
Sure.
How
Yeah.
are you ingesting this? Are you snorting it right there off the counter?
I mean, I was gonna eat it.
Yeah, just eat it.
I was wondering because it got blown in your face before.
It's true. Just gonna gnaw on it a little bit.
Alright, make a roll. Okay. That doesn't seem to be affecting you nearly as bad.
Maybe this
Which
isn't
isn't
as
good because she wants it to. She needs more.
Need more. Maybe. Maybe I'm
Wanna
okay.
be
Do
like-
you just have a hairbrush?
Well, I tell you what. No, I don't have just a hairbrush. I got it on all these. All the hairbrushes we had in the house, I used on these. My wife's angry about that.
Does anybody else in the town have a hairbrush?
No, definitely not. I'm the only one. But what you might be excited to hear is that my cousin owns a pretty nifty shop, and I guess I could put in a good word with him.
What kind of shop?
Oh, it's a Nimbus shop. They let you ride around in those clouds.
You can ride on a cloud?
Yeah, it's the Nimbus shops do. They don't
Can I have
last
just one
forever.
more little sample? Just a little one?
I'm sorry.
Just-
Free
just to
sample
double
carry
check.
is
I'm gonna
over.
flap around the back of it.
What?
Actually, you know what? I will take the machine. Can you
And the-
have it delivered
and the
to the? Yeah, but it's all going to me. I get all the samples.
Mm,
That's that's
No.
fine. All right. I mean, it is the buyer who
Hey!
gets it, so
no, wait.
Yep, here you go.
That's true. I'm gonna put a hand over her mouth.
I hand him 20 gold, right?
24.
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna just
24
like reach
actually,
into my thing and like try to like put it out and before he doesn't be like, take mine, but I can't talk.
he looks at you and goes,
Could bite you.
"I'm sorry. The gentleman offered for you. You were on the fence. He's decisive. Now, if I was to say anything, this is a real cat right here. Knows what he wants and goes for it.
Yes, that's right.
Yep. I mean,
I may
I
need
ain't never
to.
seen a cat man before, but
Right.
I've seen mighty
Yeah, I do.
cougar back in the day. All right, well, here you go. He he takes the money,
Appreciate it.
gives you the thing. He goes, "I'll have Kalen whenever he comes back. Go ahead and roll that over to the inn. You say you're over at Aegis Water,
Yes.
or is it Water's Edge?
Water's in there, I believe.
Okay, because there's that other new inn that opened up called, Edge of Water, Water's Edge. So I mean,
Actually, you know what? I wait. How far away are we? Are we from the ship?
Like, we'll figure out how to transport it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because we had to go across the boat and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I will will it myself. It rolls right.
Oh, of
It's
course.
yeah. No, I will take it now.
And would you be wanting to buy some fuel for it as well?
You said it is corn,
Well,
right?
It is corn, yes.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We sell corn here. Corn and contraptions and corn.
Are you still covering my mouth?
No, I haven't covered it now.
how much is the fuel?
You know what? I'll give you 50 gold for the fuel and for the contraption and the weed stuff. There.
I'm sorry.
Right
a
now, here you
deal's
go.
a deal, honey. We even spit shook on it. Isn't that right? And he spits in his hand and offers it up to you. Ash. Yeah. Now that's blood, brother stiff right there. You can't break that. No, ain't nothing stronger than a spit shake, not even family.
I'm just gonna look at Ash and be like, you know what? You can have it. I'm just gonna turn around and just like walk over to the door, just like waiting for them to be done. I'm angry kitty.
Alright, well, yeah, you can go and roll it off yourself. And, yeah, as far as the corn, you know what? Just because that was awfully entertaining, I'm just going to give you a bag of corn.
All right, I appreciate it.
That paid for
I will make
itself.
sure to try to do more business here while we are here, if possible.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Just pointing out another cool fact about corn. You know, corn is the most indestructible substance on Earth.
I will trust you on that.
Oh, seriously, eat some and then check your poo in a few days. It's still there.
As we're leaving the shop, I'm gonna put my hand on Claudia and cast prestidigitation, just make her hair look really immaculate.
I'll take that.
Because we didn't need the device at all.
Eric just goes, ooh, pretty.
Is it?
How much of this catnip do I get?
Oh,
All of it.
No.
yeah, let's say he gives you like 2, like, leather satchels full, or not leather, but like linen satchels full of catnip.
So it's quite a bit.
Giant sacks.
Yeah, we'll say it's
A
probably, we'll say it's about 2 pounds worth.
Where did
All
you
right.
get this?
That's a
Where does it
lot
come
of
from?
catnip.
Where does it come from?
You don't know.
I
You
want to
don't-
ask the
We've
guy.
already,
Oh,
we've already left.
well, this stuff just grows out
I
behind
go
the
back in.
outhouse.
Oh my gosh. Where is this outhouse?
Well, I mean, I can't tell you. I wouldn't want someone stealing my crop, and I feel like I don't trust you.
That's fine. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna just kind of search the perimeter, see if there's like an outhouse. anywhere.
ma'am, I wouldn't have you
Yes?
walking around my property unescorted. Now, if you buy something, people who buy can use the restroom.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, we can use your restroom. Okay.
Well, of course you can. You're a customer.
We're
All right.
together, all three of us, all four of us.
I don't think that's how that works.
We're
You know, shoot, I thought my son was crazy when he was telling us about a fairy, but I mean, there's one right there, so maybe he wasn't getting into the, corn husks. You start husking corn too much and you start to see things.
You don't believe in fairies?
I didn't know what to believe. I'm a simple gnome. I don't come from these parts. I traveled here, fell in love with it, and, met this Ganassi wife.
Did you happen to see a fairy like Lady Aerie here, except blue?
No, I didn't, but my son did.
Where's your son?
He left. He's a boy after his own father's heart. He went and started himself a business venture called Caleb's Careful Tours, and it's careful, not careful, careful. He had to make it sound foreign, so it was impressive.
Is that Caleb with a C or a K?
Oh no, it's Caleb. Like Caleb.
Oh yeah, so the K is afterwards. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Maybe, I don't know.
What?
I understand.
I mean, really, all that matters is that he's a boy and he's here.
Alright. Well, if we catch up to him, maybe we'll employ his services.
Yeah, of course. Ask him about our world famous corn. I hear he's going to be trying to advertise that on the tour. Alright, well, you guys enjoy the rest of your day now.
Thank you for your invention here.
Of course, and may it forever brush out your furs and other junks.
I'll make sure they use it.
Alright. Y'all behave now here.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I say that one well.
I didn't get a hairbrush.
We did. We got multiple.
Those are ashes. I need my own.
I reach down and just break one off. Here you go.
Thank you. I'll just put it in my bag.
Made the purchase for other reasons anyway.
What other reasons? I don't want to know.
How about we head back? Wouldn't that be
It
good?
makes complete sense. I don't know what you're talking about. It makes obvious sense why he used this.
So are we headed to the inn then? Is that where we're meeting them?
I suppose so.
Yep.
I mean, we have two other places to go, but yes.
So is
We
it
should
literally
meet
just like
up, make sure.
a cart with just some brushes on it?
Basically,
It's
it
a
has
cart
a little
that
motor that
basically-
makes it go back and forth. Like it drives forward a few inches, then drives back a few inches. It just does that.
Okay.
It is a tabaxi grooming machine,
Pretty much.
basically.
Originally, it was full of knives that you would run sheep over with.
Yep. But you just put it on throttle mode. And it didn't have a go back mode. It just went forward. All right, well, guys, I think. Oh, go ahead.
I was picturing one of those large, industrial-sized crop tractor things, like one of those huge things like that, and you just
cotton
run
pickers and
over
stuff,
fields of
yeah.
sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Sucked into these giant wheel things and shot out the back.
Just real quick. Claudia, would you mind pushing this carriage for me?
why would I? What? Why?
And I'm gonna hold out my hand and I'm gonna have a little bit of catnip in my hand.
I'm gonna take a little bit.
And you do you mind pushing the cart?
Fine. And I'll grab it and take it and go push the cart.
Alright.
You suck.
All right.
Okay.
200 pounds worth of free labor.
You paid for the labor.
He
with
stripped
Batman,
mine
so it's
dealer
not
straight to
fair.
like primary distributor. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna use this to condition Claudia
Mm.
to be doing things.
Horrible. I don't like where this is going at all.
All right,
That's
guys.
where
Well, we're
this
at
is
our
going.
3-hour mark,
Oh.
so I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. We'll pick it up next week, same time, same place, and we'll see you guys later.